What's up, guys? Holyknight Atlas with you, bringing you Eden Zero, Chapter 5 review. It was titled A Wise Man, a man named Wise, and this chapter begins very, very weird. I thought that cliffhanger last week was weird. But oh boy, this chapter beginning. I know a lot of people's going to talk about it, and probably not in a good way. As you can see in the thumbnail, that lady who looks like, I forget her name, but from Fairytail, the one who hated Jalal because her brother died by him. This girl's like a reused character of her. Her name is Amel, or AML, however you pronounce it. It's a Chinese name supposedly. But we get her talking, and she says something about her being the narrator of the story, and don't worry about that 20-year time skip, because time is not important. And I'm like, time is important. That's like one of the most powerful and important elements of life itself. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. Then she gives us, because she's the narrator, she gives us some backstories of what happened last week. She just reiterating that. And then after that, she tells us not to worry about time, which is weird, but then we get the chapter. And it continues with Shiki, Rebecca, and Happy being at gunpoint by Wise. And he tells them, who are you looking for and why you're here? And again, they state we're here looking for Professor Wise. And he doesn't say anything, he just tells them to get out if you want your lives to be intact. And Shiki steps up and we're like, wait, there's somebody in the roof. So he jumps up there with his gravity magic and stays on sudden. He does that gravity punch again, and the guy falls and gets knocked out. While this is happening, Wise hops on his motorcycles and darts off. And this guy that fell from the sky, he tells Shiki, if you're with Wise, that you're just as bad as he is, and Cerberus, how you pronounce his name? I believe it's Sabur. Sabur is gonna be hunting them down because they're accomplices of Wise, supposedly. That's how they see it. But Shiki just laughs in his face and just dropped him there. And then we get Rebecca and Happy and Shiki. They go to a restaurant, and I love seeing Rebecca eat. I like girls with appetites. I'm a big guy myself. But it's funny seeing Rebecca with her cute face, angry, then happy, then angry, then happy, and then her just eating away. And Shiki's just like, wow, you can eat, he got that expression. And then we hear in the news of a brand new guild called Shooting Starlight, and how they have already 5 adventurers doing great things in the world. And Shiki was like, oh wow, I didn't know, Shooting Star was new. Rebecca reply was like, no, it's not. It's 50 years old. So she's like, let's hurry up and go outside. So she runs outside. She's done eating, but Happy and Shiki aren't. But they rush out after her anyway. And when she goes outside and look at the clock, the scale clock of the town, she finds out that she's 50 years in the past. And that guy that she met must be Professor Wise, but a younger version. And while she's thinking and processing all this, we get a flashback of her and Happy as a kid. After, he saved Happy from that accident in chapter 1. And they run up to him and they hug him. And they were like, can we stay with you? And he was like, sorry kids, you're too young to stay on this planet. This planet is dying. You need to go out for yourselves. Then we switch back to the future, and Rebecca's like, we're 50 years in the future, in the past. We need to make sure not to do nothing, get involved with that guy no more, because we don't want to cause a time paradox. She put on her cat ears, which I love her cat ears. She's so cute with them. But she put that on and stuff, and out of nowhere, Saber come, and he came in this like oversized mechanical robot just in the middle of the city, and everyone knew who he was, so they ran off. So I guess he's used to causing trouble around here. But that's where that part ended off. Then we get the final page of the chapter, which is when things get very, very weird and interesting. Another good cliffhanger. We get Professor Wise in a corner of some alley, holding a suitcase, and he's like this, covering it, holding onto it real tight, and he states, Saber and anyone else is not getting this case. This is my case, and I'm here gonna protect it. And that's where the chapter ends off, which brings me to think to myself, what is so important in that suitcase that this guy, Saber, wants it, and Professor Wise don't want to give it up. So Saber wants it, and Wise wants to protect it. So it's like, what could it possibly be? Is it something that maybe he has in the future that can help this planet out to survival, since the planet is dying, that we find out? Maybe my thoughts is maybe whatever in that container suitcase is maybe what he gave to Happy, so Happy can live as a robot. Maybe some type of ether gear that keeps your soul in your body and turns you into like a half machine type of thing. Like I said, maybe that's what Happy has. I mean, it hasn't really been clarified what's in that box. But yeah, another good chapter, very interesting. These chapters just keep bringing more and more mystery and more in-depth to it. And now we got like this time travel thing that we're not supposed to worry about, but it's about time travel, which is weird. I mean, is this gonna be like some quantum leap type of thing, where like they're always gonna keep going back in time, but it's also gonna still be space-like, like that, or like, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just weird in a good way, but at the same time, it's like so much, because it's like, it's a space adventure manga, which we barely get, but at the same time, they time traveling through space. So it's like a mix of Quantum Leap and Star Trek almost. So it's pretty good. I like it so far, and yeah, props to Hero. Just been doing really, really good so far. 5 chapters in, and we're really good. Storytelling. Hopefully he keeps this up. This was one of the main issues a lot of people had with Fairytail, but the storytelling was okay in the beginning, but then later on it just became So hopefully this does the opposite. Hopefully the storytelling gets better and better, like Rave Master. Hopefully it has Rave Master storytelling with that sci-fi adventure time traveling, but in the art style of Fairytail. But yeah, tell me your thoughts, comments, and opinions. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.